Welcome to Gazelles Softball on Yankton, streaming on YouTube. Brought to you by First Dakota National Bank of Yankton. This broadcast is made possible by the following Sportscaster Club members: Midwest Insurance Agency, First Appliance, Yankton Thrive, Stockman's Motorsports, Les Schwab Tires, Linda's Angel Crossing, MT and RC Smith Insurance Agency, Vichet, Elwood Dental, Floortech Restoration, Angela's Mexican Store, Yankton Rexall, KFC Taco Bell, SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab, Slumberland, Larry's Heating and Cooling, America's Best Realty, Larson Carpet, Anytime Fitness, King Buffet and Mongolian Grill, Yankton Medical Clinic, All Seasons Power Sports, Kaiser Heating and Cooling, JR's Oasis, Intech Cleaning and Restoration, The Bone Setter, Triple Time Rudy's, Meridian Photo, Graham Tire, Pied Piper Flowers and Gifts, Kalen's Indoor Comfort, H&H Roofing, Boss's Pizza and Chicken, Wall of Fame, and Ravin Books. Now, for the Anytime Fitness pregame show with the voice of Yankton Athletics, Zach Spear.
Play ball!
Hello and welcome to Yankton, South Dakota for more Gazelles softball presented by First Dakota National Bank of Yankton. First Dakota has proudly supported the dreams and banking needs of their customers for over 150 years. They offer personal, business, and ag banking solutions for every stage of your journey with 2 locations, downtown and North Broadway. Yankton had the game set up for yesterday's T-area game against the Titans. Of course, that has been postponed to this Friday. We'll get that fixed up here in a moment during our Anytime Fitness of Yankton pregame show. Let's make healthy happen. And into the final week of the regular season we go, and the Gazelles with 3 games. For the first one, it's the Watertown Arrows, and since that, again, was after Yankton's first game against T-Area was postponed to Friday, making this the first one. This game, along with that game against the Titans, feel like 2 massive ones, as the Gazelles enter this game as the 10 seed, holding a 7-10 record, while the Watertown Arrows are currently the 14th seed and holding a 3-11 record. Once you get this far into the season, every game is huge, of course, but these are winnable games, and we'll see if Yankton is up to the challenge. And quick note for the Gazelles, they'll be without Reese Gary tonight, who is their usual starting pitcher. A look inside the numbers this season, Yankton putting up 9 runs per game, Watertown Arrows with 4 runs per game. And then defensively, Yankton gives up about 9.5 runs per game, Watertown just over 10. For Yankton on the season, the run differential on average is a minus .4 swing favoring their opponents, and for Watertown, a minus 6.2 runs per game favoring their opponents. Last season when they matched up, it was a good one. Yankton took home the win in a close one, the final score being 8-5. Against 500 teams or better, Yankton 2-9, Watertown 0-8, and then against teams that are under 500, Yankton 5-1 on the year, and Watertown split evenly at 3-3. And it feels like a must-win for the Gazelles here tonight. But again, they're without their starting pitcher in Reese Gary. So it's going to be a big moment for Brenna Elwood tonight in the circle. Of course, for Watertown, they're probably thinking the same of this game as a must-win to try and get heading up in the standings. Looking at the numbers, they do favor Yankton as the Gazelles put up 5 more runs per game and allow about 1 less run per game defensively. Both teams have 3 seniors on their team, so relatively young teams. We'll see which team makes a push in the seed points, as it's the 10 and 14 seed battling it out tonight. I did get a chance to talk with both head coaches ahead of this matchup. It's Kelly Brinka for the Watertown Arrows. As always, head coach Jill Muth for the Gazelles. It's also senior night, so we'll have some of that pomp and circumstance before our first pitch that is set for about 30 minutes out. We'll step aside when we return that chat with Kelly Brinka of the Arrows.
Interior technicians.
Jerry, I need your help. I'm in a real pickle.
How can we help? We clean carpets, furnace and duct cleaning, mold remediation, fire restoration, water damage restoration, office cleaning, and much more.
No, Jerry, I'm in a real pickle. I'm stuck and I can't get out. Hang on, I'll send you pics so you can see what I mean.
Oh my gosh. When you need it clean, call the Intech team. Fixing pickles since 1984.
At Anytime Fitness Yankton, your fitness journey starts with 1 step, and Anytime Fitness will be with you every step of the way. Open 24 hours a day with top-of-the-line equipment and guidance you need to reach your goals. Plus, your membership gives you access to every Anytime Fitness gym anywhere. No matter your goals, no matter the time, you belong at Anytime Fitness Yankton. Located at 2509 Fox Run Parkway. Start today at Anytime Fitness, where your fitness journey never stops.
Welcome to Wall of Fame, where style meets customization, specializing in crafting custom clothing and print shirts. We ensure every stitch and every print is of the highest quality, so you get the best clothes every time. We're here for all your promotion needs, and the best part, our process is seamless. Simply share your designs with us and we'll handle the rest. Get custom clothes for the best price. Wall of Fame.
Triple Time Rudy's on the corner of 16th and Broadway, Yankton. Stop in and check out their wide variety of items. Grab some snacks, whether you want chips, popcorn, or something sweet, they have it. Ice cold beverages, or when you need that boost in the morning, coffee. You can also grab the best locally produced meats, meat sticks, and cheeses in the area, guaranteed fresh. For those hot days, grab a freezy too. Get all your car needs and 5 cents off a gallon when using cash. All at Triple Time Rudy's, Yankton. On our coaches' conversations, now chatting with the Watertown Arrows head coach, Kelly Brinka. Coach, how are you doing today?
We're doing good.
And we've got some good weather for softball. Could you tell me about the season that you've had so far?
We've had a season that, was maybe not what everyone was hoping for, but we are very young this year. We are starting 2 8th graders and 3, sometimes 4 freshmen. So, it's a learning year. We are rebuilding and just kind of, trying to figure out who's going where and what, who's going to help our team the best.
And with those young teams, sometimes what you'll see is kind of those moments where they really flash and show what they're capable of. When they're doing that, what is it that they do best?
The bottom of our lineup the last couple games has really stepped up, and it's a lot of those freshmen, those freshmen and my 8th graders, they're getting really big hits and timely, spots. The other night against O'Gorman, my 8th grader drove in our only RBI, and in a really big situation. I happened to put her in to pitch it, and, she came through for us. So they've really stepped up and really had great hits these last couple games.
And now coming up, you take on the Yankton Gazelles. What are your thoughts on this matchup?
I think it should be a really good game for us. I think pitching-wise, we are very equal. If we can put the ball in play tonight and we can limit our errors, I think we'll play with them pretty well.
And who are some of the players on your team that we should expect to see making plays in this matchup?
Lauren Hirsch, she'll start on the mound for us tonight. She's been really great the last couple of games, keeping the ball, on the edges and just keeping people on their toes. Emmy Berglund, she's kind of played everywhere for us this year. She started catching, then we moved her to third. And then the last couple games, I moved her over to shortstop, and she has really stepped up and made some really big plays for us. The last couple games, Kenley Martinson, she has done an amazing job for us behind the plate. She's one of our 8th graders, and so that was a really big role for her, and she's been doing really good back there.
And then we near the end of the regular season here. You kind of said it's been a learning season for you. What would you like to see from your team to close out the year and maybe to build some momentum looking ahead to next season?
All year we just kind of talked about minimizing errors. We will do a really good job for, a period of time, and then we lose our focus. If we can just stay focused the entire game, little by little, never give up, that is what we are just really trying to push this year and, trying to make it a full game.
And you have a young squad, but you do have a couple of seniors in the lineup. What have they meant to you and this team?
We do have a couple seniors. Lauren Hirsch has been amazing for us for the last 4 years. Cody Lund has really stepped up this year. She's had some amazing hits at really big times. She is our consistent bunter, getting bunts down to move runners. She's kind of been one, too, that has stepped up defensively and just, she has always played second base, but she went over to shortstop for us early in the season, and she's kind of done whatever we've asked for her. So those two have definitely, done a lot for our program, and they will be missed, next year.
Well, Coach, appreciate the time. We should be in for a great game.
Yes, it'll be great.
Again, that was head coach Kelly Brinka of the Watertown Arrows. Coming up, our chat with Jill Muth of the Gazelles here on Yankton, streaming on YouTube.
The Bonesetter Chiropractic, Yankton. I'm Dr. TJ Stotz. When you need chiropractic, we're here. We use a hands-on approach, decompression traction, electrical stimulation, acupuncture, and state-of-the-art examination techniques. We're happy to offer exercise and supplement advice as well. The Bone Setter Chiropractic, 215 Mulberry, Suite 9, Yankton. Call or text 605-401-5701. Bringing you comfort when there's discomfort.
Starting the first bank in South Dakota was the easy part. Earning the confidence of local farmers, helping families account for their dreams, and securing the future for countless businesses took us a little longer. We owe it to the hard workers, big dreamers, and forward thinkers out there. Thank you for making South Dakota a great place to call home.
Authentic Mexican food goods with the family touch is here in Yankton at Angela's Mexican Store. From fresh produce and meats to the spices and the snacks you miss from home. Traveling or just moved? No problem. They accept money from many different countries. Check out the different kinds of money on the wall. Family owned, family loved. They treat you like family. Angela's Mexican Store, where culture meets community. Stop in today.
Les Schwab Tires, located at 2809 Broadway in Yankton. It's the place to buy tires with all different tread types to fit your needs and rims ready to make your vehicle shine. Not only do they sell tires, they fix them too. Flats, brakes, alignments, and more. You can feel confident that your car will be taken care of. No waiting for your tires, they should have them in stock. If you're looking for tractor or semi-tires, those are available too. Les Schwab Tires, where the sign says it all. Back on our coaches' conversations, head coach Jill Muth of the Gazelles. It's been a week since your team last took the field in a victory over Beersford, 19-8. What did you all see in that game?
You know what? We hit the ball pretty good. That was kind of fun to see. We had lots of girls that had several hits, and we came out and hit the ball, and Reese pitched really well, I thought. And for the conditions, defensively, I thought we did a nice job. So I thought overall, for the most part, we had a pretty good day at Beersford.
And as you mentioned, the bats were rolling. September Rao really had a great game, including 2 triples, a home run, and 6 total RBIs. What did you see from her?
You know what? She's kind of fearless. She just gets in there and is like, I'm going to go swing as hard as I can and see what happens. And when she makes contact, it definitely has a punch on it, doesn't it? So, yeah, she had a good day for us.
And you and I kind of talked about that send-home last time in the postgame, and a little aggressive base running, but we've seen aggressive base running from you throughout the season. How would you say that has benefited the team?
You know, my dad always says if you don't get someone thrown out at home once in a while, you're not being aggressive enough. So it was just a situation where, you know, we were trying it out and they made a good play, and that's the way it goes sometimes, those bang-bang plays. But I think our kids are aggressive base runners just naturally, so it's kind of their tendency to be aggressive and see what happens, and sometimes it works out in our favor, and sometimes it doesn't.
And now you're entering the final week of the regular season. You open against the Watertown Arrows. What are you looking to see in this game?
Yeah, you know, we got senior night, so it's going to be a nice day to recognize our seniors for their 4 years in our program, and, you know, hoping we can come out and be aggressive and jump on them early and hopefully, you know, get a lead and just keep pushing forward in that.
And what would it mean to you and the team if you could possibly move up and clinch a top 8 seed in AA by the time the regular season wraps up and host a Sodak 16 game?
Yeah, absolutely. We'd love to be able to play at home, you know, to get a chance to go to the state tournament. So, you know, we got 3 important games this week, so hopefully we can go out and perform well and see where the cards fall.
And as you mentioned, 3 very important games this week. Right now at the 10 seed in AA, you then take on Watertown, T area, and Harrisburg. What is how do you approach these games as they hold so much weight?
You know, I think the key is just to continue what we've been doing. Swing at good pitches, make the routine plays, and just go play, you know, as good as we can and see what happens.
Well, as always, appreciate the time. We'll talk after the game.
All right, thanks, Zach. Appreciate it.
Again, that was head coach Jill Muth of the Yankton Gazelles on our Coaches Conversations. Up next, the Gazelles host the Watertown Arrows. All the action here on Yankton, streaming on YouTube.
MT and RC Smith Insurance has been a part of the Yankton community since 1949. Our agency would love to help you with your home, auto, business, life, and long-term care insurance needs.
We take pride in providing you with quality service when you have a claim or need to make changes to your coverage.
The MT and RC Smith Insurance Agency is flexible to meet with you in person or at the office at 204 West 4th Street. Give them a call for insurance changes, payments, claims, or service requests.
Craving something boss-level delicious? Come out to Boss Pizza and Chicken, where flavor meets delicious and delicious meets drooling. Your taste buds won't be the same when you taste the bold flavors of Boss Pizza and Chicken. From crispy chicken to juicy burgers to handcrafted specialty pizzas, Boss has it all. Serving lunch and dinner Monday through Sunday starting at 11 o'clock. That's why they're the boss. Boss Pizza and Chicken, just waiting to crush your cravings.
Warmer days are coming, and sooner or later your air conditioning will need to kick in as well. But what if it doesn't? Well, don't wait. Call Larry's Heating and Cooling. With 43 years in the business, we're very knowledgeable on what we do and how we serve our customers. You can rest assured that when you call day or night, someone will always pick up the call. Join our elite club today and become a priority member. Skip the line, get discounts on services, and have no overtime fees. Call Larry's Heating and Cooling for expert service from factory-trained technicians.
Slumberland Furniture at 2401 Broadway in Yankton, home of Kirkland Furniture Groups, bedroom groups by Laguna, and dining sets by Tower and Catadel. They're also the only place to offer furniture by Flex Steel and the biggest selection of Lazy Boy in the area. The Mattress Gallery is full of the best brand name mattresses in the business, including the all-new Tempur-Pedic Active Breeze personalized climate-controlled mattress. Slumberland Furniture, dining, bedroom sets, and mattresses in Yankton.
Doctors Lane, Reed, and Cole Swatsky make up the SWAT Chiropractic team. Check out their new location at 2000 Summit Street, Yankton, South Dakota. At SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab, they'll treat your neck and back pain, headaches and migraines, plantar fasciitis, sciatica, sports injuries, elbow, knee, rotator cuff, nerve injuries, and more. SWAT Chiropractic, specialized wellness and therapy. Let them get you ready for wherever life leads you. And back onto the field as we continue our Anytime Fitness of Yankton pregame show. A senior night here at Yankton Sertoma Park, as first pitch is an estimated about 5:40, maybe pushed back to 5:45, as with senior night, we'll have some acknowledgement out on the field with the parent as well. As with that going on, if we're in the middle of anything as far as reading stats, starting lineups, if the senior night appreciation is started, we will cut straight to that, and we'll make sure you'll be able to join in if you could make it out to the field on Yankton's senior night. Gazelles were last in action. It's been a good week since last time they played, and they took on Beersford in Beersford, and I tell you what, one of the windiest games we have ever been a part of, but it was a good game at least. Gazelles winning 19-8. In that game, Callie Koletsky went 3 for 3. She had 3 singles, including 1 RBI. Keely Mosier went 0 for 1 in her lone plate appearance. Ava Gerard was 3 for 4 with a single, 2 doubles, and 2 RBIs. Hannah Chrisman was 0 for 1. Jocelyn Burns went 3 for 4 at the plate with 2 singles, a triple, and 3 RBIs. Brooke Devine at the plate went 0 for 1. Kyra Churchman was 3 for 4 with 2 singles, a double, and 2 RBIs. Olivia Puck went 0 for 1. Isabel Sheldon went 2 for 4 with a single, a triple, an RBI, and was walked as well. Brooklyn King in that one went 2 for 3 with 2 singles, 2 RBIs, and a walk. Madison Musville was 0 for 2 but did draw a walk to reach base. Jordan Kudera was 0 for 1. Eliza Gurney went 2 for 4 with a single and a double. September Rao went 3 for 4 with 2 triples, a home run, and a team-leading 6 RBIs. Maurice Gary didn't bat, but she did pitch the full game for her team. 6 innings that resulted in as Yankton 10-run ruled the Beersford Watchdogs. In 6 innings pitched, she gave up 9 hits, 8 runs given up, 7 of those which were earned, 4 strikeouts, and walked 8 batters. Yankton as a team went 21 for 37 at the plate. They hit over 500 against Beersford, and you hit over 500, you're probably going to win a lot of ball games. 17 RBIs, so 17 of their 19 runs were batted in. They drew only 3 walks at the plate, struck out 9 times. They put up 19 total runs. They gave up only 8 in the field. And in the field, well, with the weather conditions, 4 errors. That feels like it's pretty decent with the wind that felt like it was gusting as high as 40 miles per hour at times. And you really started to feel kind of bad almost for the outfielders, because if that ball was put in the air, it was a 50-50 if you were coming down with it or not. And unfortunately, if it bounces in and out of your glove, whether it's moves last second or not, well, it's going to count as an error. So Yankton coming off a really good game. And again, just a couple of big games here to wrap up the season for the Gazelles, who do actually have a chance yet to try and reach the top 8 here in AA. So as of right now, the Gazelles, the 10th seed at 7-10. They've got an average of 39.824 seed points. They follow Brookings, who's in 9th, and Sioux Falls Lincoln, who's in 8th. Now, Sioux Falls Lincoln, since last had checked, definitely got some seed points, putting a little pressure on Yankton to try and get up to that total. Sioux Falls Lincoln is 1 and about a half seed points ahead of the Gazelles. Brookings right now is about 0.9 seed points ahead of Yankton. If the season ended right now, the Gazelles would be the 10 seed, taking on the number 7 seeded Sioux Falls Roosevelt Rough Riders. But again, Yankton, it feels like in 3 games, you've got T-Area, Watertown, and Harrisburg. Of course, Harrisburg, a very good team, 15-1 on the season. Very difficult to try and take them down. But of course, that's why you play the games. Things can happen. And if not, if you can defeat Watertown and T-Area, maybe some other games go your way throughout the final week of the regular season, they might find themselves popping up into that 8th seed and hosting a Sodak 16 game, which would be great improvement for the Gazelles. Last season, they entered the Sodak 16 as the 15 seed. Certainly are too many seed points ahead will advance. And such a big difference if you can take on the 7 seed rather than last year's number 2 seed, which was Sioux Falls Jefferson. You know, you feel a lot better about your chances. And Yankton has a real shot this season to try and pull it through and make it to the state tournament, which will be played in Sioux Falls this season. But of course, 3 games before the regular season wraps up. Next Tuesday will be the Sodak 16. We are planning coverage on all of the remaining regular season games as well as the Sodak 16 game, as it's been a fun season for the Gazelles. Definitely some improvement from last season, and especially from game 1 of this year until the final game of the season. And you even look at if, say, Brookings jumps up to the 8th seed and Yankton pops up into the 9th seed. Brookings is a team that Yankton went into extra innings against. That's certainly a winnable game, and just a lot of excitement around this Gazelles team, as I believe on the field, still waiting on some of the seniors' parents to make it to the field. Again, it is senior night, in which 4 seniors for Yankton will be honored. 3 players in Eliza Gurney, Madison Musfelt, and Kyra Churchma. And then Megan Browsey, the team manager for the team, she will be honored as well as one of the seniors as a part of this Yankton Gazelles squad, who had graduation just last weekend. So kind of not necessarily a senior, but kind of a senior, as this game was slotted to be a couple weeks ago, but Watertown had some timing issues with it. It got pushed back here, and here we are as it is getting closer to game time. 5:34. We'll step aside for a break here during our Anytime Fitness of Yankton pregame show, and when we return, we'll see if we've got our senior night ceremony, our starting lineups, and national anthem. It's all coming up here on Yankton, streaming on YouTube as the Gazelles host the Watertown Arrows.
Imagine working for a successful global business with customers in 140 countries. That's Vishay Intertechnology, a Fortune 1000 maker of electronic componentry. Now imagine a company of that size with that kind of stability and a caring family-like environment. Learn more about what you can do at Vishay by visiting VishayCareers.com. Vishay is an equal opportunity employer. Vishay, the DNA of tech.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
I knew I should have had those brakes checked. At Graham Tire, it's all about safety. Tire mounting, balancing, wheel alignment, and shocks and struts and batteries, oil changes, and lube service. Graham Tire does these every day. And there's over an acre of tires. Graham Tire has them all, big and small. Tires for cars, trucks, campers, trailers, big rigs, and tracks. Honesty and integrity is a matter of pride since 1951. Graham Tire, Yankton.
Midwest Insurance Agency values family. Our agency has been family-run for over 60 years. We pride ourselves on excellent, knowledgeable customer service. This day and age, everyone is so eager to have an immediate response with a quote. But at Midwest Insurance, we take our time and evaluate your assets and make sure you are properly insured. We take those what-ifs very seriously. As we continue on our family business with hopes of our children, Brooke or Jet, taking over in the future, we will continue to be there for you always. Come be a part of our family. Midwest Insurance Agency, 3016 Piper Street, Yankton.
Welcome to JR's Oasis, your one-stop food and gas shop. Proud to serve Phillips 66 regular, premium, and diesel fuel. After fueling, go inside for slushies and shakes, ice cream cones, and now offering a full line of healthy, chilled items and snacks. JR's hot menu is great for breakfast, lunch, and supper, featuring the famous Hammer Breakfast Sandwich and fresh hand patty burgers. Try the new Cafe Tango frozen coffees for that extra boost of deliciousness. JR's Oasis, East Highway 50, Yankton.
And back during our Anytime Fitness of Yankton pregame show as the coaches, Coach Brinka and Muth, meeting with the umpires over home plate here on the field. As Yankton, 3 games yet this season, as this one coming up here against the Watertown Arrows. Tomorrow they host the Harrisburg Tigers in a game that will start at 1 o'clock for the first pitch. The earliest game of the season outside of that Sioux Falls makeup tournament. But 1 o'clock tomorrow, the Gazelles hosting the Harrisburg Tigers. Then on Friday now, they'll take on the T Area Titans in T, and that game is set for a first pitch at 4 o'clock. A look at the Watertown Arrows, who come into this one again 3-11, of course, tonight taking on Yankton. And then on Thursday, they will take on Sioux Falls Lincoln. That'll be at the Premier Softball Complex. And they wrap up their season on Friday against Sioux Falls Jefferson at the Sanford Diamond. So some tough opponents there for the Arrows to close out the season. And again, both teams probably here tonight feeling this is probably a must-win on each side. Yankton, if they want to have a chance to try and make it into the top 8 teams in Double-A, they've definitely got to win this one. And for the Arrows, just trying to build some momentum heading into late season. Coach Brinka did talk about her team, and you know, it is a young team, so it's got some of the learning experiences, and that's kind of feels how it is been for the season. And she'd like to build some momentum, not even just for the Sodak 16 coming up here to close out this season, but into next year. Out on the field right now are the Yankton seniors honored here at Sartoma Park for senior night. And the seniors include Eliza Gurney, who is joined by her parents, Tyler and Michelle. Then Madison Musfelt, joined by her parents, Rick and Melissa. And Kyra Churchma, who's joined by her parents, John and Miranda. And then Megan Browsey, the final senior for the Gazelles, and her parents, Patrick and Amy, as gift baskets for all the seniors on the field. It always brings some emotions here for the players as their time as a Gazelle unfortunately coming to a close, but it's been a fun season and still some games left as they'll certainly be fighting hard to make it to that state tournament to try and extend their season by just a little bit. I know Coach Muth and Coach Brinko would both love to find their teams in the tournament. And for Muth, her team made it the first year of officially sanctioned softball and since has been unable to make it. So it's been a couple years and would be a lot of fun for the Gazelles if they should make it back, as this time it would be in Sioux Falls. Last time it was in Aberdeen. Either way, if they make it, we'll be there to cover it on Yankton streaming on YouTube. Now here on the field, it is time for your starting lineups, presented by Larry's Heating and Cooling of Yankton and Vermilion. For all your heating and cooling needs, it's Larry's Heating and Cooling, anytime, any day. We open with the visiting Watertown Arrows, the 14th seed in AA, 3-11 on the year, and coached by Kelly Brinka. Leading things off will be their designated player, number 12, Alexa Brown. On deck will be their second baseman, number 8, Cody Lund. In the circle for the Arrows, batting third, number 21, it's Lauren Hirsch. And the cleanup hitter, the shortstop, number 10, Emmy Berglund. At first base, the number 5 batter in the lineup, 15, Lydia Stemwedel. After her, the third baseman, number 24, Maddie Carter. In left field, batting 7th, number 2, Logan Shell. Behind home plate, catching is number 9, batting 8th, Kenley Martinson. And to round off the Arrows starting lineup, the center fielder, number 3, Leah Struckman. And also playing the field and not hitting to start is the right fielder and flex player, number 1, Avery Bauman. The reserves for the Arrows are Chesney Berglund, Sophie Pickrell, Ella Van Laken, Nora Pownell, Dana Garvey, Isabel Spies, and Takeya Erickson. Now the starting lineups for your Yankton Gazelles. They enter as the 10th seed in AA, 7-10 on the season, coached by Jill Muth. Leading things off, the center fielder, number 3, it's Callie Koletsky. She's followed by the left fielder, number 8, Ava Gerard. Batting third at shortstop is number 2, Jocelyn Burns. Behind home plate, catching the senior number 23, Kyra Churchma. The designated player for the Gazelles, batting 5th, number 12, September Rao. At second base, batting 6th, number 6, Brooklyn King. At third base, batting 7th, number 10, Isabel Sheldon. Another senior in the Gazelles starting lineup, the first baseman, number 1, Madison Musfelt. And we round off the batting lineup with the final senior in Yankton's lineup, the right fielder, number 22, Eliza Gurney. In the circle for the Gazelles will be the pitcher and flex player, number 24, Brenna Elwood. Yankton's reserves in this game are Claire Taggart, Jordan Kudera, Brooke Devine, Olivia Puck, Hannah Chrisman, Keely Mosier, Emma Sloan, and Isabel Gurney. As it is nearly game time here on the field, it is now time for your national anthem at Sertoma Park.
All veterans and out-of-uniform military personnel may salute the flag. The flag is located behind the home plate bleachers. Gazelle fans, for our ceremonial play ball, here's senior manager Megan Browsey.
Gazelles, let's play ball!
And it is officially game time here at Sertoma Park with the Gazelles hosting the Watertown Arrows. Yankton in the field to open this one, and the Arrows at the plate will step aside for one final time before our first pitch here on the field. Leading things off when we return for the Arrows is the designated player number 12, Alexa Brown. On deck will be Cody Lund with Lauren Hirsch in the circle. It's all here on Yankton streaming on YouTube.
If you want somebody to come into your home and fix everything right the first time, look professional, act professional, treat you with respect, you gotta call Kaylin's. When they come in, I feel that they want to be there. I feel that they want to help me.
They put on the little booties over their shoes. They had canvas from the garage door all the way down to walk on. They left the furnace room in the basement probably cleaner than it was when they came in.
They just do customer service very well. I would recommend Kalen's to anyone.
From simple sniffles to complex health conditions, the primary care providers at Yankton Medical Clinic will not only see you for your annual visits, screenings, and preventative care, but also provides care for the entire family, from pediatrics to adults. With 4 clinic locations and 15 outreach locations throughout South Dakota and Nebraska, compassionate, quality medical care is closer than you think. For more information on providers, services, and locations, visit our website, yanktonmedicalclinic.com.
And back to the field as it is game time. The throwdown from Churchma having already taken place as 5:45 on the clock. We'll get rolling about 15 minutes early. Gazelles in the field. Watertown Arrows at the plate with Alexa Brown leading things off here. For Yankton in the field, it will be Brenna Elwood in the circle with Kyra Churchma behind home plate as it is time for softball action here at Sertoma Park. Alexa Brown working against Brenna Elwood, and our first pitch is in for a strike. A swing and a miss from Alexa Brown. Elwood getting the start today here with Reese Gary inactive for today's game. Into right field it goes. Gurney, the sliding effort, bounces off her glove, and taking off her second is Alexa Brown. She's going to take third, and the throw won't make it in time. What a start for the Arrows to get a runner on third immediately. Cody Lund now at the plate as Yankton will be considered an error there in the field. No outs and a runner on third. With Cody Lund at the plate, a runner in scoring position here all the way on third. Lauren Hirsch awaits on deck, and the Arrows look to strike first here at Sertoma Park. Elwood, 3 pitches, 3 strikes. That one, no contact from the bat of Lund. Took a nice cut at it. Another 0-1 count here as that one lofted up and out of play it goes. Elwood leads in the count 0-2. Yankton looking for that first out here of the game as our game was slotted to start at about 6. Instead, a 5:45 start with the rolling schedule here at Yankton for the first time here this season. That was a new addition. The 0-2 from Elwood and another foul ball. So Cody Lund fighting in there, making Elwood work for it in the circle. No balls, 2 strikes. A runner on third with no outs. Arrows looking to push her home. Elwood sends in another 0-2 and just misses outside her first thrown ball of the game. Lund, the second baseman for the Arrows. Second hitter in the lineup. 1-2 the count here is that one. Again, fouled off of the bat of Lund as she continues to fight in there. 1-2, another pitch with the same count coming up. Elwood fires it in, and nice piece of it there for Lund, but it is fouled towards the Gazelles dugout. Gerard will come in to pick it up, and we reset once again with your count at 1-2. Cody Lund has done a nice job just fighting off pitch after pitch here from Elwood, and Brenna has not thrown more than 1 ball all game. Now it's 2, though. Two balls, 2 strikes here. Elwood fighting in the circle against Cody Lund. Trying to take the first out herself. Sends it in home, and that one high to the backstop it goes. Churchma quick to get it, and Brown will be forced to stay put at third. The count now full here for Cody Lund, if she should reach 1 in at bat. The payoff pitch, and yet again fouled out of play. Lund with a handful of foul balls here, and Elwood trying to get her to go down swinging with another 3-2 pitch. She's thrown her fair share of strikes in this at-bat. but Lund will draw the walk. So Elwood will be tagged with the walk, but that is a tough one. You throw about 8 strikes in the at-bat, and you still end up with a walk. 1-3 situation for the Arrows. Lauren Hirsch now at the plate. No outs. The Watertown Arrows face. Elwood, that one gets to the backstop again, and taking second is Cody Lund. 1-0 your count. So now a 2-3 situation for the Arrows. One-0. Elwood finds his own 1-1. While we've got a minute, would love to shout out and thank Mary Beth. Hopefully she is tuned in here tonight, as greatly appreciate the cookies. They were absolutely delicious. That one fouled off as well, 1-2. And a thank you to the entire Yankton crowd, who's always easy to talk with here and more than willing to help me when I'm trying to keep my stats and something I miss on the field happens. They're more than willing to let me know what goes on. So just a shout out to this Yankton Gazelles softball community, all the parents, grandparents, and fans here that make sure to show up every game. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Lauren Hirsch with 2 runners on, faces no outs at the plate. Held off, and it's the right decision. Ball 2. 2-2 the count here. Arrows have done a nice job just fighting off pitches with 2 strikes on them. And now Brenna Elwood will get her first strikeout of the game. No swing from Hirsch, and Yankton picks up their first out of the game. Brenna Elwood, the strikeout. So Emmy Berglund now at the plate. 1 out she faces, the cleanup hitter for the Arrows. It's a great position for your 4-hitter to be in. That one comes in and maybe just a touch outside as it's in for a ball. 1-0. Elwood, the next pitch, finds his zone for a 1-1 count. We're evened up. As of right now, no runners have come across, but Arrows inching close to a run put up here in the top half of the first inning. 1-1 your count. They sign a bunt as Berglund puts it down. Elwood will pick it up, send it to first, and the Arrows off the sacrifice bunt have our first run of the game. Alexa Brown comes across and scores. Cody Lund over to third, and Emmy Berglund does her job with the sacrifice bunt, well placed, and the Arrows on the board first. Now Lydia Stemwedel at the plate, has a runner on third, 2 outs she faces. First pitch with some zip on it, misses outside. And if Yankton can get out of this half inning with only 1 run given up, probably feeling pretty good about it, as the initial runner got to third right away. That was Alexa Brown. That one fouled off. 1-1 your count. One and one your count here. It's Lydia Stemwedel at the plate. Maddie Carter awaits on deck. A high pitch there as bobbled around. Runner will stay put. Two on the count. Elwood right down the pipe, 2-2. It makes it. Deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. At the plate, Lydia Stemwedel, the first baseman for the Arrows, who are trying to get another run across here. The 2-2. A grounder back up the middle, gets above Elwood into center field. It'll score another run for Watertown. They lead 2-0. And by the way, it was credited as a triple for the Arrows. off of that hit by Alexa Brown, not an error. So that is the second base hit for Watertown here. That pitch scooped out of the turf by Churchma, ball one. Matty Carter now at the plate with Logan Shell on deck. Carter, the sixth hitter in the Watertown lineup. That one hit high up, an opportunity for Yankton to end it here. Churchman calls everyone off, and the senior pulls it in for out number 3, as that will wrap up the top half of the first. The Arrows with 2 runs put up off of 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base, as that sends us to the bottom half of the first. The Yankton Gazelles at the plates for the first time of the game. Leading things off will be Callie Koletsky with Ava Gerard on deck and Jocelyn Burns in the hole when we return.
If you're into hunting, fishing, towing, or just want to blaze the trail, All Seasons has ATVs, UTVs, dirt bikes, and scooters from quality brands like Honda, Yamaha, and CF Moto. Needing watercraft? All Seasons has a large selection of quality boats and wave runners, and we take pride in service after the sale. We have friendly certified technicians that will winterize, summarize, diagnose, and repair your power sports equipment. In business for over 20 years for good reasons. We're All Seasons, Power Sports and Marine in Yankton.
Do you like to read? I love to read. So does Rabin Books, your unique bookstore in Yankton, where you'll find thousands of books from brand new to gently used oldies but goodies, all at unbeatable prices. Trade in your old favorites for credit and be able to explore something new. Whether you're a casual reader or a bookworm, Rabin Books is your next chapter, located at 804 Bill Baggs Road. Rabin Books, where every book finds a home.
Back to the field on our Fox Top of Yankton scoreboard. Watertown leads 2-0 after our first half inning of action. The Fox Top of Yankton at the corner of West City Limits Road and 30th Street, Yankton. A full-service convenience store with hot food, Godfather's Pizza, personal pizzas, sandwiches, munchies, and beverages. Pay at the pump, gas and diesel fuel, firewood, and propane exchange. Leading things off here in the bottom of the first inning is Callie Koletsky for the Gazelles. Ava Gerard on deck and Jocelyn Burns in the hole. For the Arrows, the battery made up of Lauren Hirsch in the circle with Kenley Martinson behind home plate. And the first pitch for Koletsky misses, ball one. Yankton 2 runs. They'd like to get back here. A big cut and a miss there, 1-1. Koletsky, the center fielder, I believe she has led off every single game this year. Coming off a game where she hit 3 triples as well. They swing and a miss again, 1-2. It makes your count. Lauren Hirsch, one of the players, getting a shout out from her coach during that pregame interview. As Coach Brinka said, she really just does it all. 1-2 the count here. Koletsky faces, puts it high up, and it'll stay in the infield. And for a moment, a lack of communication, but then pulled in at second base. Play made by Cody Lund. So 1 up, 1 down for the Gazelles, as Ava Gerard will now step into the box. No runners on, 1 out she faces. Fresh count for the new batter, and it's in. Strike 1. 0-1 your count here. Ava Gerard also had a couple hits in her last game. Fouls that one off for an 0-2 count. No balls, 2 strikes here, and out. Ava Gerard works against Lauren Hirsch as Jocelyn Burns awaits on deck. Pitch is sent in, and just low it misses. So Lauren Hirsch with the 1-2 count here sends it in. And Gerard, no swing. She'll be rung up for strike 3. 2 up, 2 down for the Gazelles as Hirsch picks up her first strikeout of the game. It brings up Jocelyn Burns for the Gazelles. the Gazelles coming off a game that saw them with 17 RBIs, 19 runs put up, hitting over 500. We'll see if they can carry that momentum here tonight. But so far, 0 for 2. Burns puts that one into center field, and it's brought in, caught for out number 3. Play made by Leah Struckman. It'll be 3 up, 3 down for Yankton as that wraps up our first inning of action. No runs off of no hits, no errors in the field, and none left on base for the Gazelles. Watertown Arrows back at the plate when we return, leading things off the 7, 8, 9 hitters in Logan Shell, Kenley Martinson, and Leah Struckman.
Weather around here gets pretty crazy. Are you sure the weather hasn't caused damage to your roof? Let Justice at H&H Roofing in Yankton take any roof damage worries away. He'll come and inspect your roof. Even if you've had an inspection, get a second opinion or re-inspection for your peace of mind. H&H Roofing has built their reputation on working to satisfy homeowners for years. Family owned and operated. H&H Roofing is bonded and insured. Contact Justice today.
Back on the field, top of the second inning, Watertown a 2-0 lead, looking for win number 4 on their season. Yankton looking for win number 8, and the Arrows the early advantage here after a couple of runs came across in that first inning of action. Logan Shell to lead things off with Kenley Martinson on deck and Leah Struckman in the hole. Elwood in the circle here for the Gazelles, and Kyra Churchma behind home plate. 1-0 the count after the first pitch of the inning thrown was a ball. Now a 2-0 count. Shell leads in the count. Now sees a strike sent in. Elwood next one. High up, ball 3. Three balls, 1 strike here. Brenna Elwood working against Logan Shell, who's trying to be a leadoff runner here for the Arrows. In back-to-back innings, a swing and a miss makes this count full. Shell has now seen 5 pitches at the plate. Swung at 1, faces a full count against Brenna Elwood for the Gazelles. Payoff pitch with no outs here, and it's hit up and out of play it goes. Again, so far in this one, props to the Arrows for fighting off 2 strike counts here, fouling off a lot of them. That one fouled off yet again, nearly caught by Churchma. That would have made it strike 3 and out number 1. But it will remain a 3-2 count. Again, Elwood has fired a lot of strikes, but again, Watertown just fouls off a lot once the count gets up to 2 strikes. A hard hit grounder over to first. Musfelt bobbled it. Still makes the play at first. A nice play by the senior Madison Musfelt to take the first hitter in the lineup. Logan Shell will ground out to first, and it brings up Kenley Martinson to the plate with Leah Struckman on deck. And that one hit high up. It's going to stay near the infield, and Churchma brings it in, her second catch of the night. So a much better start to this defensive set for the Gazelles. 2 up, 2 down for the Arrows in the top half of the second. Leah Struckman now at the plate after Martinson fouled it up and caught by Churchma. Alexa Brown, the leadoff hitter for the Arrows, awaits on deck. First pitch here in this at-bat, low, ball 1. Struckman, the center fielder and 9th hitter in the lineup. A swing and a miss there. As Struckman brought in that last out for Yankton in the bottom of the first. So already had some action out in center field here. In just 3 batters, her defense has seen. 1-1 the count. A line drive up the middle. Koletsky brings in the diving effort. What a play by Callie Koletsky, as we'll see if the replay, if you can see it or not. Brought to you by Yankton Nelson, second-generation family-owned and supporting the local community, including Yankton Athletics since 1981. Callie Koletsky continues to impress out in the field with a diving effort. For the Arrows, no runs off of no hits, no errors in the field, and none left on base. Back-to-back half innings with 3 up, 3 down. Gazelles back at the plate when we return.
Dive into the delicious all-you-can-eat Asian buffet, featuring mouth-watering Asian cuisine like broccoli beef, General Chicken, sesame chicken, so much more. Or choose from a fresh selection of meats, noodles, rice, vegetables, Asian-inspired sauces, and watch them sizzle on the Mongolian grill. Plus tantalizing desserts, including ice cream. Get your fill at King Buffet and Mongolian Grill, North Broadway, Yankton.
And into the bottom of the second inning, Kyra Churchman to lead things off here for the Gazelles. On deck is September Rao and Brooklyn King in the hole. Yankton looking for those 2 runs they gave up initially to the Arrows in that first inning. Churchman will sit on the first pitch, a called strike 1. Oh, 1 the count here. As Churchman will foul that one back, and it's quickly down 0-2 in the count. Advantage Lauren Hirsch pitching for the Arrows. Oh, 2 the count. Churchman will have to protect home. And that one fouled out of play. No opportunity for the Arrows, and their count stays the same. Yankton looking for its first base runner here. Churchman could be just that. Another 0-2 count and a grounder over to second. It's fielded cleanly, and the relay over to first for out 1. As Churchman grounds out for the first out, and September Rao will step up to the plate here for the first time of the game. One of the concerns Brinka had for her team was if they can play clean in the field, and so far they've played very well. As Cody Lund makes another play at second for Watertown. Rao fouls that one off. Just a little behind, it now faces an 0-1 count. Lauren Hirsch has also just really thrown mostly strikes. And Rao gets a base hit, stays hot, and she's going to take off for second. September Rao, a standing double for the Gazelles, and they've got their first base runner on. September in her last game with 2 triples and a home run opens this game with a double. As Brooklyn King now steps up, has a runner on second, and Yankton an opportunity to try and get a run across. Brooklyn King, no swing on the first one, 1-0 the count. Hirsch sends it in. King right back up the middle, nearly hitting Rao. It's fielded by the shortstop, and they'll get out number 2. September advances to third now, and King grounds out a 6-3 put-away. Isabel Sheldon at the plate has a runner on third, and Yankton a scoring opportunity here. Sheldon, with a couple of base hits in last game, has a runner on third looking to score her. First pitch is low and inside, ball 1. Sheldon at the plate, Madison Musfeld awaits on deck, and Eliza Gurney in the hole. It's the 7, 8, 9 hitters here for Yankton. And a swing and a miss there from Sheldon. 1-1, it'll make the count. The 1-1 count here. And it finds a zone. Sheldon now faces a 1-2 count. Lauren Hirsch continues humming in the circle. The 1-2 pitch here. Hirsch sends it in, and Sheldon, a grounder into right field. It'll score one for Yankton off of base hit number 2 of the inning. An RBI single for Isabel Sheldon. Rao will score. Sheldon now on first, and Madison Musfeld at the plate. Musfeld has a runner on first in Isabel Sheldon. Her first pitch she'll take low, ball 1. Sheldon on first, Musfeld at the plate, Gurney on deck. That one finds its way to the zone, 1-1 now the count. One ball, one strike, a couple of outs here. Now a 2-1 count is that one. Off of the turf, a nice job by Kenley Martinson, keeping it in front. Two-1 your count here. Hirsch sends it in. It's high, ball 3. And a thrown out at first. Sheldon reaches back safely. And a hitter's count here for Madison Musfeld. Either a good one you send into the field or you're taking first with a walk. The 3-1 pitch here. Hirsch sends it in right down the pipe. Now count full, 3-2. Lauren Hirsch trying to avoid her first walk of the game. Now a payoff pitch. 2 outs, a runner on first here for the Gazelles. They got one of their needed runs back. The 3-2. As that is in for strike 3, Hirsch will take it. And that will wrap up our second inning of action. Lauren Hirsch, her second strikeout in the game. Yankton with 1 run off of 2 base hits, no errors in the field, and 1 left on base. As we wrap up our second inning of action, it is 2-1. Watertown remains on top of the Gazelles, but now just a 1-run difference. Arrows at the plate when we return. Leading things off for the second time of the game is Alexa Brown.
Larson Carpet has all your flooring needs. Step into their showroom to see a wide selection of all types of flooring. They have soft and luxurious carpet that's sure to bring comfort to your home. Stylized tile to make any room pop. Different color options of hardwood to make matching easy, and convenient vinyl plank for when spills happen. Of course, with the best customer service in the area. Their knowledgeable staff will make sure to answer any questions you might have. Larson Carpet, 212 Walnut.
Top of the third inning of action, the Arrows leading it 2-1 here. Yankton, last time in the field, had a 3-up, 3-down inning. Would love to do it again. Alexa Brown now at the plate. She's 1 for 1. Led off our game with a triple to right field. As she looks to do just that again here. And that makes things tricky in the field when you've got a runner on third with no outs. You just try and play it safe, really. And Yankton probably not too unhappy about 2 runs in that one. This time again to not even to shallow right field. I thought it was going to push out quite out. And it'll be caught at second. Brooklyn King makes the play. So now the last 5 hitters for Watertown have been out. Cody Lund at the plate. Lauren Hirsch on deck. 1 out, no runners on. Lund looked like maybe it would go, held off. It's the right call. It's high, ball 1. Cody Lund drew a walk in the first inning of action and was the second run scored in that inning for the Arrows. Holds off again, now faces a 2-0 count. Walked once, 2-0. Making Elwood fire into her. The 2-0, that one hit up and out of play it goes. A lot of foul balls here off the bats of the Arrows tonight. 2-1, now 3-1. A hitter's count for Cody Lund. Lauren Hirsch patiently waits on deck, and in the hole is Emmy Berglund for the Arrows. Those are the 2-3-4 hitters in the lineup for Watertown. The 3-1 pitch, it's ball 4, and again, Cody Lund will draw a walk. Lauren Hirsch now at the plate, a pitcher's duel here between Elwood and Hirsch. Last time Lauren Hirsch went down looking, and it was the lone strikeout for Elwood so far in this game. And a fresh new count. Elwood sends it just a bit high. So Elwood tries to find her rhythm in the circle here. Hirsch, a swing maybe ticked it a little bit. Into Churchman's glove it will go, though. 1-1 the count here. Elwood against Lauren Hirsch for the Arrows. And it's hit sky high in the infield, and Elwood will call off everyone. She had to take about one step there off of the rubber and picks up out number 2 on the fly out. Now Emmy Berglund to the plate, has 2 outs she faces, and has a runner on first, had the sacrifice bunt earlier in the game. A swing and a miss there, so technically 0 at bats, 1 plate appearance. Lydia Stemwedel awaits on deck. Arrows trying to extend their lead. Gazelles want to keep it a 1-run difference. And that one, a shot into right field, but drifting further, foul. Berglund got a good piece of that one. And Yankton happy that one landed foul. Could have been extra bases. Now an 0-2 count here. Brenna Elwood leads in the circle. Berglund to have to fight with 2 strikes. We've seen the Arrows do it a few times. The first 0-2. A line drive rocked into left field. That's going to go. Ava Gerard is going to send it into third. No play. And it will be a double for Emmy Berglund. A scoring opportunity here for the Arrows off of base hit number 3 in the game. Cody Lund over to third. Emmy Berglund now on second. And Lydia Stemwedel at the plate, an RBI opportunity. She is 1 for 1 in the game. Hit a single in her first at bat of the game. Fouls off the first pitch, 0-1. Stemwedel, the first baseman, already an RBI in the game. Takes a called strike 2. Now she'll have to fight with 2. Berglund just got a double off of the 0-2 pitch, and now Lydia Stemwedel trying to replicate that. 0-2 the count here. Brenna Elwood in the circle. Winds up, fires it home. A swing and a miss. Elwood gets her team out of that one. That is out number 3. No runs off of 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on base for the Arrows. Brenna Elwood, her second strikeout of the game in the circle, as Yankton an opportunity to tie and possibly take the lead when we return in the bottom of the third. Leading things off when we come back will be Eliza Gurney for Yankton.
Looking to buy a home or maybe sell? Trust the name that puts you first. America's Best Realty. From your first showing to the final signature, their expert agents guide you every step of the way. Fast closings, top market value, and real service you can count on. Your dream home, they will find it. Selling fast, they will make it happen. Call America's Best Realty at 605-260-1600. America's Best Realty, because you deserve the best.
Back onto the field here, Eliza Gurney to lead off for the Gazelles, her first at bat of the game, and on deck the top of the lineup with Callie Koletsky and Ava Gerard in the hole. Gurney had 2 base hits against Beersford, looks to bring that into today's game. Yankton trails 2-1 early in this one, as actually we're nearing the halfway point. A game that is just quickly flown by, already in the bottom of the third inning. Gurney lets the first one go, 1-0 the count. Lies a southpaw in this Gazelles lineup. 1-0, and Gurney fouls it back. 1-1, we're even up in the count. One and one the count here. Eliza Gurney leading off for the Gazelles. Koletsky awaits on deck. Lauren Hirsch continues firing in for the Arrows, and Gurney, it's hit up and over to shortstop, pulled in for the first out here of the bottom of the third. That will bring up Callie Koletsky to the plate. Faces one out, no runners on. Koletsky flew out to second base in her lone at bat of the game. And looking to put in some grass in the outfield. A big swing there. A little low on it. Misses at 0-1. Koletsky against the 0-1 count. Fouls it back. Now faces a quick 0-2. This Arrows defense trying to keep them on top entering the fourth inning. Gazelles still with 2 outs to go here in the bottom of the third. 0-2, and just missing outside is Hirsch, and that is a great spot to miss on an 0-2 count if you're the pitcher. Sometimes it'll get called, sometimes it won't, and if you can get the batter trying to reach a little bit. So nice job there from Hirsch, as I'd say 1 and 2, send it right back there. This time low off of the turf. 2-2 now. Yankton with 2 base hits at the plate in this game so far. They both came in the second inning of action. 2-2, and Koletsky again off of the back net. Count stays the same. Another 2-2 as Koletsky dribbles it over to third, and again, it's a foul ball. So far, a good one here at Sertoma Park. Yankton Gazelles hosting the Watertown Arrows. It's the number 10 and 14 seeds in AA. Both trying to go up a spot or two here before the Sodak 16. Koletsky sits on it, and it's ball 3. Count is now full. Hirsch, again, no walks yet, trying to avoid that first one here against Koletsky. The 3-2 pitch here. Hirsch sends it home, and Koletsky hard off the bat, a diving effort at second. What a play by this Arrows defense. Cody Lund having a great game so far here. What a catch. Cody Lund pulls it in for out number 2. And now Ava Gerard at the plate for the Gazelles, who will try to 2-out rally here in the bottom of the third. Cody Lund has made a handful of plays at second already. She's walked twice at the plate, has really contributed to her team's 2-1 lead. First pitch by Gerard fouled off towards the first base line. And it'll be tossed back in here. Oh, 0-1 the count here. Lauren Hirsch steps right back into the circle. Sends it home. Misses outside. And by now, you feel like both teams should have figured out kind of that strike zone here. Every ump a little bit different. But by the third inning, you feel like you probably have a good idea of what's going to get called and what's not. Gerard fouls off the next one. 1-2 the count she now faces. One ball, 2 strikes here. Ava Gerard looking to put this one in play. And it's fouled off yet again. 1-2 the count stays. Right now in the field, we are nearly 3 innings in and no errors on either side. The 1-2 here, Lauren Hirsch sends it in, and Gerard, that one will be a bouncer over to second. Cody Lund makes another play, and it'll be 3 up, 3 down for Yankton. No runs, no hits, no errors, and none left on base. We take it to the top of the 4th inning here, nearing the halfway point with the Arrows on top with a 2-1 lead. Leading things off when we return will be Maddie Carter for the Arrows.
Looking for a photo that actually looks like you, but better? At Meridian Photo, we specialize in capturing personality, not just poses. Whether it's headshots, high school seniors, family sessions, or team and individual sports photos, we'll make you look like a legend. We've just landed in the Meridian district of Yankton. Book your session today at meridian-photo.com or give us a call at 605-655-4598. Meridian Photo. Be you. You deserve it.
Back into the field, it is 2-1. Watertown currently leads Yankton after 3 innings of action. Brenna Elwood still in the circle here for the Gazelles, and Kyra Churchman behind home plate. Leading off for Watertown will be the third baseman, number 24. It's Maddie Carter with Logan Shell on deck and Kenley Martinson in the hole. Fresh count here. And the first pitch fouled straight back, 0-1. So far, it's been a good game here at Sartoma Park. And a quick one, only 6:26. We're already in the 4th inning of action. Game started at about 45. Our game not even quite a full 45 minutes old. Hard hit grounder scooped up by Madison Musfelt. Touches first for out number 1. Madison Musfeld has made a couple of plays at first here in this game already and gets another out here for her team. Logan Shell now at the plate with Kenley Martinson on deck. 1 out, no runners on. That one was hit hard off of the bat of Maddie Carter. Great contact. Unfortunately for her, good defense in the field. That one fouled back, 0-1. Your count here, and it's fouled off again. Elwood now leads 0-2 in the count. Coming up, we've got our mid-game stat breakdown. That'll be brought to you by Grassland Heating and Cooling of Yankton. 0-2 the count here, and another foul ball here from Logan Shell. Shell grounded out to lead off the 2nd inning of action, looking for her first hit here in the game. Count stays the same at 0-2. Brenna Elwood with 2 strikeouts in the circle, looking for 3 here. Sends it in, and that one hit high up. It's going to go to center field. Koletsky finds herself under it and pulls it in for the 2nd out here. Now Kenley Martinson at the plate here. She'll face 2 outs, no runners on. Leah Struckman on deck. Yankton defensively looking for another 3 up, 3 down inning as our score is still at 2-1. It's been that for the last couple of innings here as Watertown took a quick 2-0 lead in that first inning. Yankton answered with 1 run in the 2nd inning, and here we are in the 4th inning of action. Kenley Martinson no swing and finds herself with a 1-0 count. Now it's a 2-0 count. Two balls, no strikes here. Kenley Martinson working against Brenna Elwood. And it's a line drive sent into left center. It's going to drop, and a base hit here for the Arrows. It's number 4 in the game. Leah Struckman now at the plate. Has a runner on first, 2 outs she faces. She lined out to center field. That was the diving effort by Callie Koletsky. In a lot of games, that one is dropping for a base hit. And we'll have a courtesy runner. It'll be Sophie Pickrell will run in place of Kenley Martinson for the Arrows. And the first pitch fouled off, 0-1. Leah Struckman at the plate here. 0 for 1, again lined out to center field. But made good contact, and that's always a good sign in your first time around the lineup. Elwood up 0-1 in the count here. Winds up, fires it in. A swing and a miss, now leads 0-2 in the count. Kenley Martinson hit the single, and running in her place is Sophie Pickrell as the courtesy runner, now an 0-2 count here. As Struckman and the Arrows trying to two-out rally in the top of the fourth. This one way up in the air it goes. Burns will call off everyone else and pulls it in for out number 3 here as we wrap up the top of the fourth. We are officially at the halfway point. Only 45 minutes into this game as no runs off of 1 hit. No errors and 1 left on base for the Arrows. As it's time for your mid-game stat breakdown brought to you by Grassland Heating and Cooling, your local Bosch home comfort dealer. Welcome to the family. Watertown Arrows with 2 runs scored off of 4 base hits. No errors in the field for them, and 4 they've left on base. 3-11 their current record. Yankton 1 run scored, 2 base hits so far in the game. No errors in the field for them as well. 1 left on base, and they hold a 7-10 record. That is the halfway point when we return the bottom of the fourth. Leading off, Jocelyn Burns for the Gazelles, and with the throwdown here, we'll just keep it right here as well, as it is about go time here. Jocelyn Burns and the Gazelles with some work to do here at the plate to try and tie this one up. They trail just 1. It just takes 1 hit. Jocelyn Burns here leading off the bottom of the fourth. Kyra Churchma on deck and September Rao in the hole. That is a string of good hitters there for the Gazelles. As just 1 ties it up, 2 takes the lead for Yankton, but they need base runners. Lauren Hirsch continues firing away here for the Arrows, and again, she's done a very nice job here for Watertown. 2 strikeouts, no walks, through a complete 3 innings so far, now into her 4th inning in the circle. Burns thought about swinging, held off, but it'll be rung up for a strike either way. One ball, 1 strike for Jocelyn Burns. She flew out to center field in the 1st inning. In her first at bat, a hard hit line drive. It's got a curve on it. Gets around to the fence. Burns is going to take off for second, where she's got a standing double to open our 4th inning of action for the Gazelles. Jocelyn Burns at second. Yankton, the game-tying run on second with Kyra Churchman now at the plate. That's base hit number 3 in the game here for the Gazelles. Now Churchman with a runner on second. Another RBI opportunity as she leads the team this season in RBIs. First one comes across just a touch high, 1-0 the count. Churchman with 21 RBIs on the season. She's trailed closely by Brooklyn King, who has 17. 1-0 the count here, and Churchman, a slow grounder over to shortstop, and Churchma is able to run this out. That'll count as a base hit here for Yankton. Back-to-back hits and runners on first and second for September Rao now at the plate. Yankton has now matched Watertown's 4 base hits in the game. No outs, runners on first and second. September Rao back at the plate. She's 1 for 1 with a double. Would love to do it again here. On deck awaits Brooklyn King and Isabel Sheldon in the hole. That one in the turf. Both runners are going to take off, and they'll take the extra bases now. 2-0 the count. Burns over to third, Churchman to second. And September Rao and great opportunity. She comes off a game that saw her with 6 RBIs. A couple of opportunities here as well. Faces a 2-0 count here against Lauren Hirsch. Hirsch fires in a strike, 2-1. It'll make our count. Yankton has trailed since the beginning of this game, an opportunity to tie it, possibly take the lead. 2-1 the count here. Hirsch another one. As a grounder over to shortstop. Runners will take off, and September Rao can't run it out, but it will tie this ball game up. Well worth the out. An RBI for Rao on the ground out. Burns scores. Churchma over to third. Rao will ground out a 6-3 put away, and it brings up Brooklyn King to the plate. Just 1 out and a runner on third. Brooklyn King grounded out to shortstop. A hard hit liner over to right field, but it's fouled off. That would have been extra bases, and Churchma certainly would have scored, but it'll go foul, and King will now have to try and do it again. A sigh of relief there for the Arrows. That one could have been trouble. Churchma on third. Brooklyn King at the plate. Isabel Sheldon awaits on deck. 0-1 the count, and again, hard hit. It's over to second, and she is thrown out at first, but Churchma will score, and Yankton their first lead of the night. 2 runs have come across for Yankton here in this bottom of the fourth, and they lead 3-2 for the first time here of the game. Isabel Sheldon now at the plate. She's 1 for 1 with a single. And had the first RBI of the game for Yankton. First one nearly got a piece of Sheldon. Instead, it'll just go to the backstop for ball 1. 1-0 the count here. Isabel Sheldon at the plate. Madison Musfeld awaits on deck. And a foul ball there for Sheldon. 1-1 the count. Again, this is the first lead for Yankton of the game. Watertown put up their first 2 runs there in that first inning of action. The 1-1, and not missing by much there is Lauren Hirsch. 2-1 the count. Sheldon the advantage in the count here. It's 2-1, 2 outs, no runners on. And another foul ball will make it 2-2. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Isabel Sheldon looking to start a 2-out rally here for her Yankton Gazelles. Madison Musfeld awaits on deck, looking to hit in this inning, but Sheldon is going to have to reach a hard hit liner down the third base line into left field all the way to the fence, but it's fouled off. Sheldon might have the most foul balls just absolutely hit on a rope this season for any player. Hits the ball hard. 2-2 the count. Now 3-2 as that one misses high. Ball 3. Count is full, and again, Hirsch, no walks in this game, now faces a 3-2 count in the circle. 2 outs here. The payoff pitch in the bottom of the fourth, and Sheldon will go down swinging. Lauren Hirsch stays good in the circle and picks up strikeout number 3 for the Gazelles in that inning. 2 runs off of 2 hits, no errors, and none left on base. It's 3-2. Yankton currently leads Watertown after 4 complete innings of action. A good one here at Saratoga Park when we return the top of the 5th inning, and the Arrows lead things off with their leadoff hitter, Alexa Brown.
Kaiser Heating and Cooling is your hometown team specializing in all things heating and cooling, as well as heat and glow gas, wood, and electric fireplaces, humidifiers and dehumidifiers, and all styles of ductless mini-split systems. Whether you are building or remodeling, our team of innovative experts will get you the correct equipment and indoor air quality accessories you need for your home or business. Remember, Kaiser Heating and Cooling is your hometown team for all things heating and cooling for the past 77 years. Go Bucks and Gazelles.
After 4 complete innings of action, it's 3-2. Yankton leads Watertown. Only 8 base hits so far, 4 innings in, averaging 1 per half inning of action. At the plate here is Alexa Brown for the Arrows. She's 1 for 2, opened up the game with a triple, then flew out to second in her second at bat of the game. Gets another piece of it right away to right center. It goes shallow. Callie Koletsky sprints in and brings it in for the first out here of the 5th inning. Callie Koletsky's been busy in center field so far today, making a handful of plays, including a diving effort. Cody Lund now at the plate, faces an out with no runners on. She's been walked in both of her at-bats so far. First pitch misses, ball 1. And Cody Lund, talk about a player who's just had a nice game here for the Watertown Arrows. A couple of walks and a couple of great plays at second, including a diving catch earlier in the game. 1-0 the count she faces, fouls it hard right at Coach Brinka. And lucky for her, just misses her coach. 1-1 now the count. Elwood fires away here for Yankton. 1-1 the count with 1 out. No runners on. It's Cody Lund, the second hitter in the lineup up for Watertown. A swing and a miss. 1-2, it makes it. So far been kind of a gritty game between the two. Low scoring as it's 3-2 here over halfway through. 1-2 count, and Elwood, the off speed, comes across high. 2-2, it makes a count. Watertown on offense putting up 4 runs per game. Maybe a little bit more what they've seen on the season is that one sky high, and Sheldon and Churchma talking with each other, and nearly a collision as it's brought in by Sheldon for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down for the Arrows. And it brings up Lauren Hirsch to the plate looking for her first base hit and her first time on as well, but faces 2 outs and no runners on. Fresh count, it's high, ball 1. So far, a really good defensive effort from both sides. No errors in the game yet, just 8 base hits. It's just been a clean game of softball here at Sertoma Park. 1-0, now 2-0. And on top of that, we only have 2 total walks in the game as well. 5 total strikeouts. Ball's been in play a lot, just good defense so far. 2-0. A hard hit grounder, but it's fouled off the third base side. Hirsch got every piece of the stitching with the bat on that one. And Yankton happy that one will be sent out foul. Emmy Berglund awaits on deck. Lydia Stemwedel in the hole. All looking to try and put something up here with 2 outs. 2-1 the count here as Hirsch still at the plate. Fouls it back, 2-2 the count. Elwood has worked her way right back into this one. Two balls, 2 strikes. Elwood sends it in. Fouled off again, this time towards the Yankton dugout. Off the fence, it bounces right over to shortstop. Burns picks it up. We'll give it to Elwood. We run it back with a 2-2 count again. Two balls, 2 strikes here, and it's sent up high into the air. Callie Koletsky again tracking it, and she'll pull it in for out number 3. A lot of catches for Callie Koletsky so far tonight. Brings in another one. 3 up, 3 down for the Arrows. No runs, no hits, no errors, and none left on base. Yankton an opportunity to extend their lead entering the bottom of the 5th inning. Leading things off when we return, it'll be Madison Musfelt.
Your local KFC Taco Bell at 2504 Fox Run Parkway in Yankton offers 2 menus combined into one. Something for everyone at KFC Taco Bell. When your family's hungry and can't decide between crispy chicken and mashed potatoes or tacos, burritos, and protein bowls, well, you don't have to choose. Get the best of both worlds in one stop. Cool down with the legendary Baja Blast Freeze or heat things up with a variety of hot sauces. KFC Taco Bell Yankton. Why pick one when you can have both?
Back to the field here. It is 3-2, a good one between the Yankton Gazelles and the Watertown Arrows. Bottom of the 5th inning with Yankton at the plate. Leading things off here is Madison Musfelt with Eliza Gurney on deck. Callie Koletsky in the top of Yankton's lineup in the hole. It's 2 seniors to lead things off for the Gazelles on a senior night. Yankton's seniors are Kyra Churchman, Madison Musfelt, and Eliza Gurney, as Musfelt offers on the bunt, 0-1 the count. One of the nicer days we've had for softball here after a string of either wind or rain. Well, the sun's shining here and not too cold, 0-1 the count. Musfelt dribbles it over to third. It'll be scooped up, and she'll be thrown out at first for out number 1. And that one, you got to think, had she not shown the sign of bunt, third baseman Maddie Carter was playing up an awful, far distance, and it's because she did show sign of bunt. That's one you maybe think she can run out if conditions are good enough. Kind of an unfortunate time for that one for Musfelt. Eliza Gurney now at the plate, holds off, ball 1. Gurney flew out to shortstop in her lone at bat of the game. This is her second time at the plate. Works against 1 out, no runners on. Fouls that one off, 1-1 now the count. And Eliza Gurney, maybe not the start she'd hoped for at the plate, but slowly climbing back and getting that batting average a little closer to what she was expecting here. And that one hit into deep left field. And going back and making the catch for the Arrows was Logan Schell. An impressive grab as that one was getting awfully close to the fence. Instead, it's caught for out number 2 and brings up Callie Koletsky to the plate with 2 outs, no runners on. Gurney got a good piece of that one, but a nice play in left field by Logan Schell to pull it in and keep it no runners on. Callie Koletsky 0 for 2 in today's game. Both times she sent it to second base and Cody Lund. Faces a 1-0 count here after the first pitch she sees is a ball. She'll hang off, ball 2. So favorable count here for Callie Koletsky. Ava Gerard awaits on deck. Lauren Hirsch still pitching here for the Arrows. Koletsky puts it up and on a play it goes. 2-1 your count here. Two-1 with 2 outs, no runners on. Callie Koletsky at the plate looking for her first base hit here against Lauren Hirsch. It's sent in by Hirsch, and Koletsky a hard hit grounder, but scooped up cleanly. The throw to first, a good one, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning now for Yankton as the impressive defense keeps up on both sides. No runs, no hits, no errors, and none left on base for the Gazelles. Into our final 2 innings of action. It is 3-2 with Yankton on top of the Arrows.
What does FloorTech do? When disaster strikes, water damage, mold growth, or fire cleanup, call the team you can trust. FloorTech Cleaning and Restoration. They respond fast to protect your home or business and restore it the right way with honesty, integrity, and top-notch service. Their crews proudly serve southeast South Dakota and northeast Nebraska, including Yankton, Mitchell, Norfolk, and Sioux Falls. For 24/7 emergency service, call 800-507-1822. If your home or floor is wet, call FloorTech or visit them at floortechrestoration.com.
Top of the 6th inning, we've got 2 innings to go, and Yankton trying to hang on to their 3-2 lead over the Watertown Arrows. fighting for win number 8 on the year. Watertown looking for win number 4. It's the 10 and 14 seeds going at it. And leading things off here for Watertown will be the cleanup hitter and Emmy Berglund, Lydia Stemwedel on deck, and Maddie Carter in the hole. Berglund is 1 for 2 in the game, sits on a called strike 1. Or excuse me, she's 1 for 1 as it was a sac bunt in the first inning, then hit a double in her last at bat in the third inning. She reached second, and that is where she was stranded in Elwood. That pitch misses, ball 1. Just to give you an idea of how just overall a great game of softball it's been on each side. Only 2 walks total from both pitchers combined, as that one hit high up in the air. Yankton maybe a chance at it, but it drifts further and further. It'll be out of play. 1-2 the count. Well, the tree knocked it back in. Churchman did catch it, of course, won't count. But 2 total walks combined from both the pitchers. Only 5 strikeouts between the two teams at the plate. And no errors in the field. It's just been good defense. Ball's been put into play frequently and often. The defense is just not giving up anything. 1-2 your count here. Emmy Berglund now forced to protect the plate. Brenna Elwood sends it home, and again back out of play it goes. 1-2 the count stays the same. Our game 1 hour and about 5 minutes old only, and we're already in the 6th inning. Watertown and Yankton duking it out in a low scorer. This one hit high up right center it goes. Callie Koletsky yet again will pull it in. Losing track of how many catches Callie Koletsky has in the field, and just a great defensive effort from her. Lydia Stemwedel now at the plate with Maddie Carter on deck. They've got 1 out. No runners on they face. Stemwedel is 1 for 2. The first pitch comes in high, ball 1. You don't get many defensive matchups like we've seen here so far. And funny enough, that was the main concern we heard about in the pregame interviews, was making sure to minimize errors, and that has certainly been the case on each side. Elwood finds his zone there. It's 1-1 the count. Arrows with 5 outs remaining in the game to try and get that run back, in a line drive sent into right field. Lydia Stemwedel with a base hit, and the Arrows, the game-tying run now on first. Gurney was there to pick it up quick. Otherwise, Stemwedel could have had extra. She'll remain on first with Maddie Carter now at the plate. Says base hit number 5 in the game for the Arrows, 9 total in the game. Arrows have not scored since that first inning of action. They just need 1 to tie it up here, though. You just don't get many games like this here in softball at the high school level. You know, low scoring and just cleanly played, as into left center it goes. Callie Koletsky once again pulls it in. Out number 2. And I have a feeling, I know Muth is certainly going to give one player a shout out in the field here tonight, and it's certainly going to be Callie Koletsky. She's just been a vacuum in center field so far, not letting anything get through. So now 2 outs, a runner on first here for the Arrows. Logan Shell at the plate. Line drives it back up the middle. It's picked up in center. Koletsky gets it in, and a single. 2 runners on here for Watertown. Lydia Stemwedel advances to second. Logan Shell, with a base hit now on first. This is the first 2-hit inning for the Arrows since that first inning of action. They're up to 6 total. Brings up Kenley Martinson to the plate with runners on first and second, 2 outs. Arrows down to their final 4 outs to try and get a run across to tie it up. Elwood finds a zone on that one, 0-1 the count. And if Yankton can get out of this inning without giving up runs, they'll certainly like their odds. 0-1 your count here. Elwood fires in the next one. A big swing and miss there from Kenley Martinson. Martinson, who's 1 for 2 in the game, looking for her second base hit. She's the catcher here for Watertown, and Coach Brinko wants to chat with her, as that one certainly came across high. It's our first Lindsay Echo Water Systems of Yankton water break. Locally owned for 4 generations, call them for water softening and purification, salt, reverse osmosis needs, and bottled water. That's Lindsay Echo Water Systems of Yankton. This has been a heck of a game, and right now Yankton leads 3-2 in the top of the 6th. Brenna Elwood leads 0-2 in the count and trying to take this one herself. Martinson trying to fight in at the plate. The 0-2 comes in low, misses ball 1. Don't hate the miss there from Elwood. One and 2 now the count. Yankton looking to send it to the bottom of the 6th. It's a wild pitch, gets to the backstop. Both runners will take off in advance. 2-2 now your count. Lydia Stemwedel all the way to third. Logan Shell to second. The game-tying run on third. The game lead would be on second with Shell. Kenley Martinson now works with a 2-2 count as she tries to get back in. And a swing and a miss. Elwood gets the strikeout and comes up clutch for her team. To the bottom of the 6th we go. No runs off of 2 hits, no errors in the field, and 2 left on base here for the Arrows, who now have 1 final inning to try and tie it or take the lead. But first, Yankton at the plate in the bottom of the 6th. Leading things off when we return will be Ava Gerard for Yankton.
Yankton Rexall in the Meridian District, Yankton, for all your gifts and decor needs. It's the only place in town to find both Hallmark ornaments and cards for any occasion. They also have Willow Tree and Precious Moments collectibles, the perfect anniversary and wedding gifts, nativity scenes, Watkins products, and single $1 chocolates. The Yankton Rexall Pharmacy for all your prescription needs. Yankton Rexall at the corner of 3rd and Douglas, downtown Yankton.
Hi, I'm Franny Kiefer with the Yankton School District Alumni Association. We strive to create a community of alumni and friends who support extracurricular and educational opportunities in the Yankton School District through scholarships, grants, innovative education opportunities, and staff appreciation. With us, you will keep connected to a community of Yankton School District alumni and friends all over. You can help continue to pay it forward and help future graduates. Register today at the Yankton School District Alumni Association website.
And back on the field, it's the bottom of the 6th inning. 3-2, Yankton leads it, and at the plate leading things off, Ava Gerard with Jocelyn Burns on deck. In the hole, Kyra Churchmut is the 2-3-4 hitters for Yankton. Gazelles would certainly like to add a run or 2 here to give themselves a little bit more of a cushion entering the final inning of action. But of course, they are in the driver's seat with the lead here. But it is a close one as that one fouled off by Gerard. 1-1 your count. Yankton only 4 base hits so far in this game, entering the 6th inning. One and one your count here for Ava Gerard. That one misses outside, ball 2. Advantage Ava Gerard here in this at bat with the count at 2-1. And right back up the middle. It's off of Hirsch's glove initially. Somehow scoops it in and will underhand it over to first for out number 1. A 1-3 put away, and Gerard grounds out. Brings up Jocelyn Burns to the plate. She's coming off her lone base hit of the game. It was a double in the 4th inning. She ended up being the game-tying run for the Gazelles. Now she has an opportunity to try and extend her team's lead. They're up 1. Burns sits on the first pitch, a called strike 1. 1 out, no runs on, she faces. Oh, on the count, and Burns drives it into left center. It's going to 2-hop the fence. She'll take off for second in her second double of the game. What a base hit by Jocelyn Burns. Crushed that one, and it brings up Kyra Churchman to the plate with a runner on second, just one out. Yankton, their 5th base hit of the game off of that one from Burns, her 2nd of the game. Kyra Churchman's 1 for 2, and looking to score Burns here on second. She'll have a ball thrown outside in the first pitch of this at-bat. Appreciate you tuning in here tonight. I'm Zach Spear on Yankton, streaming on YouTube. As it's been all season long here for the Gazelles. The only one we didn't cover this season was in Aberdeen. A slow dribbler over to third, and that is going to be our first error of the entire game. Yankton with 2 runners on as Churchman reaches off the error. Jocelyn Burns will stay put on second, and now September Rao to the plate for Yankton. Rao did get an RBI in her last at bat off of the ground out to shortstop. Now her 3rd time at the plate. Takes a called strike 1. 7 o'clock here. Exact, and we're nearly into the 7th inning already here tonight. Rao puts that one up and out of play. Fouled out to the right field side, 0-2 the count. Get a defensive effort here. Only 1 error in the game's entirety, and it just came off that last at-bat. So we reached until the bottom of the 6th for our first error, and September Rao will go down swinging. Hirsch, her 4th strikeout, by the way, in the game. No walks for her, and it brings up Brooklyn King to the plate. King has runners on first and second, faces 2 outs. King is 0 for 2 in the game. Would love to get her first base hit. She'll do just that. Launches it into right center. 1 for sure is scoring for Yankton. They'll send for another. It's a 2 RBI double. Brooklyn King brings a couple across for Yankton. Both Burns and Churchma will score, and a huge hit for Brooklyn King. Isabel Sheldon now at the plate. Yankton has extended to their largest lead of the night. It's 5-2. Talk about a timely hit from Brooklyn King. First pitch to Sheldon low, misses ball 1. 5 runs off of 6 hits for Yankton. Sheldon faces a 1-0 count, fouls it back 1-1. Now the pressure certainly on the Arrows as Yankton putting up a couple of runs. They have put up 2 runs in every other inning. They put up 2 runs in the 2nd, 4th, and 6th inning, and in the 1st, 3rd, and 5th innings, they were shut out. 1-1 the count here for Sheldon. Now 2-1. This is the largest lead we've seen for either side of the night, and it's only 3. That 1 error now is going to sting a little bit for Watertown. A swing and a miss there from Sheldon makes it 2-2. But if you get that out on that error, off of the Rouse strikeout, would have sent it to the 7th inning as a 3-2 game. That just shows how big one play can be. 2-2 here, Sheldon, another foul ball. Count stays the same. Either way, if your team can have just 1 error in a 7-inning game, then your pitcher has 4 strikeouts, no walks, you did about as good as you can. 2-2 the count again, and it's now a full count, 3-2. Madison Musfeld awaits on deck. Sheldon at the plate. Eliza Gurney in the hole. On second is Brooklyn King after her double. Here scored 2. The payoff pitch coming up for Lauren Hirsch, trying to avoid her first walk here of the game, and Sheldon, another foul ball, won't make things easy for her. Another payoff pitch here. Hirsch winds up, sends it in, and Sheldon, another foul ball. It's what good hitters do. They keep fighting it off with 2 strikes, and you either hope that eventually the pitcher will miss and you'll take first, or you can straighten one out, send it into play, and hopefully get yourself a base hit. Isabel Sheldon is 1 for 2 in tonight's game with a single and a strikeout. Fouls off yet again another one. That one nearly getting some of the crowd here. Luckily, everyone avoids contact. Hirsch has done a nice job firing it with a 3-2 count. She'll be forced to do so yet again, and Sheldon, a line drive, fouled off towards the left field side. Got a good piece of that one, just couldn't keep it fair. 3-2 your count here, 2 outs, a runner on second. Isabel Sheldon at the plate here for Yankton. After the game, we'll have our first Go to National Bank post-game show and your Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton hot hitter of the game. And Sheldon, what an at-bat, will take first. Lauren Hirsch, her first walk of the game, and pretty hard to blame that on her as Sheldon just fought off a 3-2 count time after time and just continue firing was Lauren Hirsch. Madison Musfelt now at the plate here as runners on first and second, 2 outs she faces. Eliza Gurney awaits on deck. First one finds the outside half of the zone, 0-1 the count. 1 walk for Lauren Hirsch up to this point in the game, and it was the last batter. Musfelt fouls it back, 0-2 the count here. The count here. The senior Musfelt working against Lauren Hirsch for the 3rd time in the game. 2 outs, and that one comes in high. 1-2 your new count. One ball, 2 strikes here, and that one just misses. 2-2 the count. Tough one to hold on there. Musfelt does, and it is a called ball, too. Was 0-2, now 2-2. Lauren Hirsch sends it in again, a swing and a miss. And that will send us into our final inning of action, barring extra innings. Yankton with 2 runs off of 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 left on base. Into the 7th inning we go. Yankton a 5-2 lead. Watertown 3 outs to get 3 runs. Leading things off when we return, the 9th hitter, Leah Struckman.
At Elwood Family Dental Care, we treat our patients like family. We have an experienced and caring dental team. We take the time to make sure you understand your oral health and answer any questions you have about your dental treatments. We take pride in educating our patients. Whether you need fillings, crowns or bridges, dental implants, just a teeth cleaning, or even Botox, come visit us at 1818 Broadway Avenue. And remember, we take care of the entire family.
Hi, it's Linda. Welcome to my store located at 1101 Broadway in Yankton. The spring and summer clothes are in for the ladies, sizes 4 through 20. Update your closet with the newest fashions and some jewelry. The kids department, sizes 2 to 8, has Under Armour and Mayoro and others. I have baptism gowns and baby clothes 0 to 24 months. Stop in and look around. Gift certificates are available anytime.
Stunning flowers from Pied Piper are the finishing touch on your most perfect wedding day. We are your full-service florist with the experience and knowledge to design the perfect wedding flowers, sure to make all your wedding flower dreams come true. Brides, bridesmaids, boutonnieres, corsages, ceremony reception, and all event work are our specialty. Your style, your day, your vision. Pied Piper Flowers makes it happen. Pied Piper Flowers, your wedding florist.
And back to the field as a quick dropper for Leah Struckman puts it into play and leads things off with a base hit for the Arrows. As we do have a change in the field here, as I was quick getting that. Isabel Sheldon is now catching. Kyra Churchma has moved to shortstop. And Burns now at third. I think that's the first time we have seen Burns not at shortstop this season. Now at the plate, Alexa Brown, the top of the Arrows lineup, has a runner on and no outs, and that's the exact start you look for if you're Watertown. They need 3 runs. They've got 3 outs to do so. Elwood still firing away here for the Gazelles, and that one comes in high, 1-1 the count. 7 base hits total for Watertown so far. Only 6 for Yankton up to this point in the game, but they lead 5-2. Theirs have been just timely hits. 1-1 the count here, and a line drive into right center. It drops for back-to-back base hits. Watertown 2 runners on, as nearly thrown out at second was Struckman. She had to wait to see if it was going to get caught. It wasn't. And now 2 base runners on for Watertown. 1 base hit could tie this up for them with Cody Lund now at the plate. 2 runners on first and second, no outs. And Yankton had all the momentum and probably confidence, and now it just brings a little bit of that pressure here with 2 runners on, as the first pitch fouled off hard by Cody Lund. It went quite the distance, and again, the right hit could tie us right up here now with 2 runners on. It's Leah Struckman on second, Alexa Brown on first. At the plate, Cody Lund with Lauren Hirsch on deck. That one finds a zone for an 0-2. The off-speed from Elwood gets it done. 0-2 now the count. Yankton looking for that first out. Sometimes that's all you need defensively to take over. The 0-2, and it's hit sky high in the infield. Musfelt over at first is able to bring it in, and Yankton does get a much-needed out here. Watertown down to their final 2 outs to try and get 3 runs. That will bring up Lauren Hirsch to the plate. A pitcher's duel here between her and Elwood. They both went the distance so far for their team as it's fouled off, 0-1 the count. Here in the 7th inning, Elwood with 3 strikeouts, only 2 walks. Lauren Hirsch for her side through 6, 5 strikeouts, only 1 walk. It has been a great effort from these pitchers. 0-1 the count. Now 1-1 as that one inside misses. And it's hit high up into shallow left field. Jolson Burns goes out and makes the play. Yankton is 1 out away from victory here tonight. Arrows, though, with their cleanup hitter at the plate and 2 runners on. 1 base hit can turn this game on its head and tie it up. Appreciate you tuning in here tonight. I'm Zach Spear on Yankton, streaming on YouTube. And what a game it has been so far here tonight. That one hit up towards the right field side and drifting out of play it goes. And Watertown happy to see that one get out of here. Oh, 1 your count here. It's Emmy Berglund at the plate for the Arrows. They need 3 runs here in the top of the 7th to keep this game alive. 4 for the lead. A swing on that one from Berglund and an 0-2 count. Brenna Elwood trying to go 7 innings here for Yankton in the circle. A defensive masterpiece from each side. Only 1 total error in the game in the 7th inning right now. That next one high up and gets into the backstop. 1-2 the count. Runners will advance. Over to third moves Leah Struckman. Alexa Brown up to second. And now a 1-2 count. Emmy Berglund at the plate. Lydia Stemwedel on deck. The two are a combined 3 for 5. Probably the two best hitters for that team we've seen. And a foul ball here sends it out of play from Berglund. Count stays the same at 1-2. And that one will be rung up for strike 3. Brenna Elwood wraps this game up herself. That is ball game. Your final score in this one, 5-2. Watertown falls to 3-12 on the year. Yankton advances and picks up their 8th win. Now 8-10, a much-needed win for Yankton. Should they be able to try and get up to that 8th seed and host a Sodax 16 game, this will certainly help. As coming up, we've got our First Dakota National Bank post-game show. Your Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton hot hitter of the game. And then our chat with head coach Jill Muth and possibly one of the Gazelles. It's all coming up here on Yankton, streaming on YouTube. Keep it tuned in.
Interior technicians.
Jerry, I need your help. I'm in a real pickle.
How can we help? We clean carpets, furnace and duct cleaning, mold remediation, fire restoration, water damage restoration, office cleaning, and much more.
No, Jerry, I'm in a real pickle. I'm stuck and I can't get out. Hang on, I'll send you a pic so you can see what I mean.
Oh my gosh. When you need it clean, call the Intech team, fixing pickles since 1984.
At Anytime Fitness Yankton, your fitness journey starts with one step, and Anytime Fitness will be with you every step of the way. Open 24 hours a day with top-of-the-line equipment and guidance you need to reach your goals. Plus, your membership gives you access to every Anytime Fitness gym anywhere. No matter your goals, no matter the time, you belong at Anytime Fitness Yankton. Located at 2509 Fox Run Parkway. Start today at Anytime Fitness, where your fitness journey never stops.
Welcome to Wall of Fame, where style meets customization, specializing in crafting custom clothing and print shirts. We ensure every stitch and every print is of the highest quality, so you get the best clothes every time. We're here for all your promotion needs, and the best part, our process is seamless. Simply share your designs with us and we'll handle the rest. Get custom clothes for the best price. Wall of Fame.
Triple Time Rudy's on the corner of 16th and Broadway, Yankton. Stop in and check out their wide variety of items. Grab some snacks, whether you want chips, popcorn, or something sweet, they have it. Ice cold beverages, or when you need that boost in the morning, coffee. You can also grab the best locally produced meats, meat sticks, and cheeses in the area. Guaranteed fresh. For those hot days, grab a Freezy too. Get all your car needs and 5 cents off a gallon when using cash. All at Triple Time Rudy's, Yankton. And back to the field for our First Dakota National Bank post-game show. Your Gazelles winning 5-2 over the Watertown Arrows. They advance to 8-10 on the season. Your final stats in this one at the plate for Yankton: Callie Koletsky 0 for 3. Ava Gerard was 0 for 3. Jocelyn Burns went 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. Kyra Churchman went 1 for 3 with a single, reached on an error as well. September Rao went 1 for 3. I've got a group of girls coming here as I guess I've got a present to open here on the field. And, well, thank you guys. It's very nice. Am I opening it right now? Yeah. Okay, as I'm live on the stream, I am opening a present here. This is why the camera faces the... No, we don't need to put the camera on me. I work in radio for a reason. As we've got an... Oh, we've got a wagon for my equipment. Oh, that is awesome. Well, thank you guys. It is so very nice of you and greatly appreciated. And that would be very useful coming up here for the closing of the season. Really appreciate it. And thank you to everyone for the wagon here. And since I've got you all here, congratulations on the win here. It was a great game and a fun one. It's been a lot of fun calling all of your guys' games. This is year 4 for me, and it's always great. And you guys just put on a great show. No errors in the field. Great win. And so A little unexpected here on the field. Who am I talking with here, by the way? Is there the seniors? Okay, perfect. We've got all the seniors here to chat with. Again, thank you all. That was very nice of you guys. And who wants to go first of the seniors here? Eliza, you've been volunteered. Okay. Eliza, senior night here, and your team comes up with a 5-2 win. First of all, a great win. And what's it mean to get a win here on senior night?
It's really good, actually. I mean, our fielding and everything and our hitting has been really solid, especially the last few games, and glad we came out with a win tonight.
And the team with your team ends up with no errors in the field. I mean, talk about a group effort. You come off a game where you're battling the wind. It's about 40 miles an hour, and you come out, you get a nice day and a performance like that. What was just working so well in the field for you guys?
Brenda's pitching was amazing tonight. She came in, Reese was sick today, and she came in and she drastically helped us.
And now coming up a couple more games, as right back to it tomorrow, and then T-Area on Friday. What are you looking to see in those games?
I'm hoping that our fielding and our hitting can stay where they were tonight, and we can keep improving in some spots that we need to improve in. Just keep it going, I guess.
All right, well, appreciate the time as always, Eliza, and congrats on the win here on senior night.
Thank you.
And now on to who wants to volunteer next. Kyra will go next. And Kyra, what did you see out on the field here in the victory tonight?
I saw that we were all together. We had all positive attitudes, and we were just happy to be here. And we just wanted to make it a fun night for the seniors, and we really did do that. It was good winning for a senior night. I don't remember the last time we've won for a senior night, so felt good.
And as I asked Eliza, no errors in the field for your team the entire game. I think that might be the first one all year long. What did you see from your teammates out in the field as you were behind home plate?
I mean, I'd say they were pretty locked in. So, I was pretty much paying attention to Brenna and her pitching because her pitching was pretty good, very good tonight for her age. And I'm very proud of how she pitched tonight and how everyone played.
And now we saw some wheels on that single earlier. You had a slow grounder there. I didn't know you could run that fast.
I didn't know either.
Well, congrats, Kyra, on the win and a great senior night here. And then our Madison Musfelt here, our third senior in the lineup. And Madison, you had a few hard hits over to you at first base, but you're able to scoop them all up and keep that perfect game in the field for your team. Could you tell me about a couple of those? What was going through your head?
Nothing really goes through my head, honestly. I just don't really have much time to react, especially on a corner, but I think just keeping my head in it just really helps.
See the ball, grab the ball?
Yeah, pretty much.
Plain and simple. And the rest of your team just played very well. What did you see in this game?
We played very well as a team. Brenna getting her first varsity win. I'm very proud of her for that, but as a team, we played really well together. And on senior night, that's really special.
And now coming up, you've got 2 more games to close out the regular season. What would you like to see in those games?
If we go play just like we played today, I think we could do some good things in our last 2 games. And, yeah, I think we did really well.
And this can be kind of for the group of seniors as a whole. But this win, it goes a long ways to maybe trying to help and jump up in the standings, maybe get a better opponent for the Sodak 16. What would it mean to all of you if you should, close out your softball career here with a state tournament run? One mic and three players, right?
It would be really special.
We haven't made state since freshman year, so our freshman year, and it would be amazing to go back to the fields. So
yeah, it'd be really special.
One last hurrah!
It would be a lot of fun, and of course I'm hoping for it. And Eliza, what would it mean to you to make it to the state tournament? We didn't hear from you there.
I think it'd be really special considering it's 4th year of softball in high school, and I think coming back as seniors and going up as freshmen, I think it'd be really good.
Absolutely. And Megan, are you hopping on the mic here today as well?
Yep.
All right, Megan, tell me what you saw on the field here today.
I saw how much people were working together, calling it out and sliding like their life means. I am proud to be their senior manager. I love it, the job. I love seeing how much they do for after all of it.
that I see from all the games and what they learned.
All the hard work that you see put in each day, and of course you show up every time too as well. You put a lot of time into this. What does it mean to you to see the team come out with a win on senior night?
I am very proud of them. I see their dedication and how much they wanted to win against Watertown.
Absolutely. And since you're not a player, I can ask you, what team do you want to play in the Sodak 16? What team do you think you have the best odds against?
Any of them.
Any of them.
Just put me against them. Just give me a bat and glove.
There you go. I love the answer, Megan. We'll appreciate it. And appreciate every now and then the help you give me bringing stuff in. Now it's going to be a little easier as I've got myself a wagon to bring stuff in. But
I guess we can say we can work together to get this put out too.
There we go. I'll appreciate the chat. Thank you all for coming and talking with me. I always appreciate it. It's been a fun season, and hopefully it's going to get extended here even late into the year. So appreciate all you seniors coming and talking with me. And let's keep it rolling.
Thank you.
And now we've got head coach Jill Muthas. Real quick, Coach, I got to get through our Kaiser Heating and Cooling hot hitter of the game. That's Yankton's original and most trusted heating and cooling professionals for over 76 years. Kaiser Heating and Cooling, 808 West 23rd Street of Yankton. And that will be Jocelyn Burns, and this one going 2 for 3 with 2 doubles and really helped power the team to a victory. And, Coach, I mean, you can't ask for a better performance from your team. Your pitcher comes in and goes the distance. She's not normally your starter. And I've got her for 4 strikeouts, 2 walks only in 7 innings, giving up just 2 runs.
Yeah, I just told her how proud I was of her. I knew, Reese was been our starter all year and was sick today. And so, we told Brenna, you're going, but I knew we were going to be okay because she's a gamer. Like, she just puts her head down and does her job. And that's what's awesome about Brenna. She just is, whatever you ask of her, she's going to do it. She's just going to give it her all. And she's done that for us all year long, come in and got us out of some tough spots. And tonight, we got down 2-0 in the first, and then she just said, that's it, girls, we're, let's go. And she did a fantastic job of throwing strikes, walking, one girl in the first, and then I think she walked the number 2 hitter twice. And other than that, she was fantastic. I mean, I will take that performance any night.
And another performance you'll probably take every night is the team in the field with no errors.
Absolutely, made some plays, Callie Koletsky out there in center field makes everybody a lot better, doesn't she? She just covers so much ground and just scoops up balls, and if you can keep people off base, that's, so important. And so she was fantastic out there. But we had girls, we made plays. Madison Musfeld had 2 real hard hit balls at her that she made plays on. And, Ava Gerard had one that she cut off and almost threw a girl out at third, but kept somebody from scoring. And, we were very crisp defensively today.
And it was kind of a gritty game. I mean, there wasn't many walks, wasn't many strikeouts. Ball was in play a lot.
Yep.
1 error actually total in the entire game on each side. But your team, you got out down to a 2-0 deficit. From then on, you, like you said, just put the head down. What's it say about the determination of the team to just will out a tough win here?
Yeah, absolutely. Slow but steady. Maybe a little bit like the turtle, right? The turtle in the hair. And we, got down 2-0, but we battled, and I thought we had pretty good at bats. And we, after maybe the first time through, we put the ball in play, and they were pretty good defensively. They made some really nice plays. Their second baseman made a diving stop. Their left fielder made a really nice play down the line they were good defensively too. So it was important to get us to put some hits together. Jocelyn got that double, and then Kyra, and it just was 2 RBIs on, I think, ground outs, but that's what we needed. We needed to just get those girls across the plate, and we did it.
Well, yep, in a low-scoring game, that out is worth a run every single time.
Yep. And I'm going to give a little shout-out to Brooklyn King for that hit in the bottom of the 6th. It's 3-2 and 2 outs and 2 girls on, and she came out and put one in the gap and got those 2 girls in. That made us a lot more comfortable in the top of the 7th. But, she's done a good job of hitting the ball to the right side all year, and that this pitcher's kind of been outside. So I'm like, yep, she's going to put one right out there in right center, and she did. And, it was a fun win tonight. Absolutely. It's fun to be able to send our seniors out with a win on senior night.
And now you got a game tomorrow against Harrisburg, then T-Area on Friday. That closes out the regular season. What are you looking to see?
Just the same things we've talked about all year, talking about swinging at good pitches, not getting out of our zone, trying to make good plays on the defensive end and see if we can make things happen.
All right, well, as always, I appreciate the time, Coach. Great win here tonight, and hopefully we can see a few more yet here this season.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the goal. Thank you for all you do, and the girls and we all appreciate all you do for us. So thanks, Zach.
Absolutely glad here to do it for you, Jill. As again, that's head coach Jill Muth of the Gazelles, as that wraps us up here tonight. Tomorrow, the Gazelles against the Harrisburg Tigers. First pitch is set for 1 o'clock, and after that, it is T-Area on Friday, Sodak 16, and we'll go from there. Till then, I'm Zach Spear on Yankton streaming on YouTube. Have a great rest of your night, and thank you to the Gazelles team for my new folding wagon. I'm going to test it out here tonight.
This has been a presentation of Yankton High School Softball on Yankton Streaming on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in, and join us next time for all the action.